See if that works. Hey, welcome to our Tuesday night Grow Family call. I'm so glad to see you guys here. We are missing some people who are usually here, and you know why that is, and it's super exciting because there are rank ups happening. There are people that are working together, and it is just so thrilling because today is like the third last day of the month. We still have lots of time. I had a couple people that were like, I'm not going to be there because I'm going to be signing somebody up. I'm like, oh, well, no big deal. You can catch up later. No big. It's all good. So we're really, really excited to be starting something sort of new tonight. And I'm hoping that you guys, well, no, I know that you guys are going to find a lot of value out of it. I'm actually handing the reins of some of the call over to some of our amazing leaders, and they're going to educate you, and I'm going to take notes, and I'm going to be super excited about that. So I am going to hand things over to Jocelyn right away here because we always do a little bit of a product knowledge piece at the beginning of our calls. And so I've asked Jocelyn if she would be willing to talk to us for about 5 minutes on MetaBurn. So I can just do this and she can see that's there we go. It's all here. And yes, I'm going to unmute you. Or are you? Yeah, there you go. You were unmuted. Hey, Jocelyn.
I'm unmuted.
Excellent.
Hi, hello. I apologize if you hear toddler in the background. So
okay.
I'll do my best. Okay, so MetaBurn. This one I haven't tried, but luckily we have awesome stuff in our back office. So I found information. So it helps. So the primary benefits of MetaBurn are that it helps burn fat, helps reduce abdominal fat specifically, supports metabolism, supports mood and focus, and lastly, supports energy. They do say, though, that that's not the primary focus of MetaBurn, but that it is like kind of a side benefit that some people notice. So one of the things, I know lots of people have asked me if it contains caffeine. So yes, it does contain caffeine. It contains 80 milligrams specifically, which is less than a cup of coffee. So it's not super significant. It is gluten-free, non-GMO, vegetarian, all those good things. And it contains more than a couple mood boosting ingredients, I believe, but the two that are highlighted are rhodiola and, Janelle, correct me if I'm wrong, L-theanine. I don't know if I'm saying that right. But anyway, they're supposed to support healthy mood and increased energy. And it contains plant extracts and adaptogenic herbs. So I didn't actually know what an adaptogen was before looking into this. So I'll just do a quick explanation of that. It's basically an adaptogen is a herbal pharmaceutical that helps the body recover from stress. So this is an awesome product if that's something that you struggle with. So it helps you recover and I think adapt to the stress in your life and your body's response to that. So, and then the other thing that I noticed that was mentioned on the product info sheet is thermogenics. I don't know a ton about that, but basically from my understanding is it increases your energy expenditure through metabolic stimulation and can help you burn fat. And then when to take it, that's something that we are always asked when somebody starts. So it says to take it 4 to 6 hours, one pill, say in the morning, and then another one 4 to 6 hours after that, or 4 to 6 hours after your first pill kind of thing. Also, if you're sensitive to caffeine, it says to not take it any later than like mid-afternoon. Otherwise, you might have trouble sleeping. But again, one of those things that we kind of play with and support our people in as they get started on their products.
Awesome.
That's all I had.
Thank you so much. And you know what, Jocelyn, you did a perfect job because did you hear how she said, I didn't know anything about this product really, or I haven't taken it or anything like that. And so she went to her back office, which is such a great place to find information. We also have great information. Now, maybe she didn't go directly to her back office. Maybe she used the units in Grow, which are also really great. And if you go up to the units, and you can find all of those product info sheets, so you do not need to be an expert on any of these things in order to talk to people about them. Just like Jocelyn, she decided that she was just going to learn from what was available to her in our product information. Another thing you can do is you can actually go into Grow, and you can just use the search bar, and you could search for MetaBurn. And I know Sherry's got some really great posts and videos. I think there's a video in there. Sherry, is there? I hope that there is, because I'm telling you that there is. You're welcome to tell me I'm wrong. But anyway, go and search in there.
Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, I thought you had done one. Go and search in there and see if there's anything else that you learn. One really cool thing about this is, just like any other of the Plexus products, what you think you know about it as far as what it says on the label is probably like 1/10 of what it actually does. And so digging into these products is really, really interesting. So awesome. We are really excited for the end of the month. We're excited to go into May. And if you guys have noticed, if you've been hanging around for a little while, you've noticed that there's some pretty big stuff that's happening still in the month of April, and we've got a ton of time left. So let me tell you that there is still time to cash in on that stimulus program that Plexus has. What is that? Plexus decided that they were going to take $6 million and they were going to put it away for people who wanted to earn some extra money during this time of shutdown, of general life disruption, all of those things. And not only did they give people the opportunity to earn more money, more bonuses with Plexus as far as sharing health and happiness, but they also changed how fast they pay us. So you're not waiting for over 30 days for your commission check, or you're not waiting till the next week to get paid. I know that people have been saying that they've been paid like kind of the next day for most of their bonuses, which is absolutely incredible. Their plan is to get money into the hands of their ambassadors as soon as possible. And I would think as well that in May, we will see a much quicker turnaround with our commission checks again. Last month, we were paid, what, a week early? Were we paid on the 7th or something? It was a week early, probably the earliest we've ever been paid in Plexus before, ever. And this is something that they tend to do whenever there's a natural disaster or anything like that. Did you need a hug? Sorry, I've got a little guy that is trying to go to bed. Okay, good night. I love my job that I can be a mom and do my work at the same time. I love you. Have a good sleep. Okay, I'll tuck you in when I'm done. So Plexus is working to pay us as soon as possible. And I absolutely love that. So we have some stimulus earners already on our team. And I think within the next couple of days, we're going to be hearing about more and more. So how can you cash in on that? By having 3 new personally sponsored ambassadors, or having 6 new personally sponsored ambassadors. I love that there's 2 different levels, and then you can just keep on earning and earning and earning. In fact, there was somebody that was on a corporate call who'd already sponsored 35 new level 1s in the month of April. Absolutely incredible. It is possible. And I'm really excited. I am getting a chance to share more about health and happiness with people now. And I don't know if you guys are feeling the same way. Number one, there's a higher need or a higher awareness of people's need for good quality probiotics, multivitamins, and nutritional support than there ever has been before. And there's a real openness to hearing about our business opportunity. So I want to encourage you guys, if you have not yet gone onto the Plexus in Canada page, that's what it is, Plexus in Canada, just type it up and it should come up. There are events there, and they are sip and shares, and they're virtual sip and shares. And you can register guests for those events. There is one coming up tomorrow night. Sorry, let me just double check on my calendar. There's one more for the month of April happening tomorrow night at 7. And so if you would like to join in for that, you're welcome to. If you register tonight before midnight, you will actually be able to get into all the draws that they have. So they give away some swag, they give away some other things. But if you have potentials, if you have guests that would like to join you, they're actually giving away 2 3-day sample packs of the Slim HC. for any guest who is registered the night before. The other great thing is that these are going to continue. Hi, Carrie. These are going to continue into the month of May. So we are going to be having some of our fellow ambassadors from our Grow team in May sharing their stories. We had Sherry Grant and Amy Andre and Tracy Miller and Carrie Clausen all sharing their stories last month. And so I'm looking for a couple more people. I'm waiting for people to get back to me, and Darla is waiting for me to get back to her. So we need to get on that ASAP. Anyway, very excited for what May is bringing. And so I want to quickly announce that we are having, if you haven't seen it yet, we're doing a kind of a soft opening on this week, because I'm realizing that not everyone has seen, or not everyone has gotten a chance to say that yes, they want to be in on it. We're having an IPA challenge. And so Jimmy Lou is actually going to take the reins here right away, and she's going to talk to us about what IPA actually is. But I want to tell you a little bit about the challenge first and who this is for. So she's going to talk more about it, but basically IPA is how you do your business, how you successfully do your business day to day. And we have a whole bunch of people on this call that daily do IPA. Can you give me your hand if you do 5 days out of 7, you try to get all your IPA done every day? You should be, or if you should and you're seeing like the face of like condemnation here, that's not this, that's hey sister, high five, you can do your IPA, it's all good. So IPA is what builds your business. It is what brings in residual income, and that's what makes us so different. Have you guys ever been to a party plan evening where you've bought some item? Maybe you went and you bought deodorant, I don't know, and the person never followed up with you, besides to like, you know, maybe they wrote on your receipt, thanks for your order, and you got it in the mail, or you got it from your friend who hosted the party, and you never hear from the person ever again. And it's so sad, because you think, man, I ran out of that deodorant. If only they would have messaged me, that would have been really great. And so part of our IPA is reaching back to our current customers, our current ambassadors, and potentials, and doing this on an ongoing basis, so that it's not, you know, starting and stopping and starting and stopping and starting and stopping. This is to teach you how to be consistent, and we want to reward you for consistency. So this IPA challenge is also going to come with some bonuses after every week. So I'm going to hand this off to Jimmy Lou, if I can find her. Where'd she go? Oh, there she is. There you are. You're under Amy. Hi. All right, she's going to tell us what IPA is all about. Take it away, our amazing Ruby ambassador, Jimmy Lou Barn. Yay!
Oh, so nice, so nice. So I am filling in for Miss Stacy. She was supposed to come and do this, so hopefully I'm just flying by the seat of my pants, doing what I'm doing, how I do IPA, and just some tips. So it's income producing activity, but I was just trying to think, maybe somebody in here can remember. There was a while back that somebody kind of changed it and doesn't call it income producing. It's something, do you guys remember? It sounded a lot more exciting and a lot more fun. Does anybody remember that? Do you know who?
So
what I'm
I
talking
call
about?
it impact producing activity, because
Thank
it's
you.
how we make
Impact producing activity. That's what I couldn't remember. And I had it written in my other book, and now I can't find it. Thank you very much, Sherry. That to me I love that better. Impact producing activity, how we want to impact our business. And guess what, people? It's daily. We have to do it daily. I always have this in my mind, that picture about that elephant, and that elephant is in front of you. That elephant could be, you know what, this month I would really like to get to silver, right? I like to be able to share this with 3 people or 6 people, or whatever your goal is. And at first it looks so big, right? But how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. So in the same way, this is something, this income producing activity, it has to be done daily. And and you can make it small little bites. It doesn't have to be something big. You just say, hey, I'm going to do a little bit of this every single day. So I'm going to just try to be quick here because we don't have all night. But first of all, I just want to say all this information to help you with doing your IPA. There's lots of great information for you everywhere. To start with, if you want to, you can go into your back office, and I was trying to find the printout really quickly, but I didn't have time. But I do have my book here, and it should be in your back office that you can print these out, okay? So first of all, this is, hopefully you guys can see this okay. You can see it? This is the script workbook. Well, what's a script workbook? It is exactly what it says. It's scripts, different things that if you're like, I don't know what to say to my friend, and you're just wondering, and maybe I know that you've got, all of you that are on here have wonderful upline and wonderful people helping you daily, but let's just say they maybe they just, whatever, haven't had time, or you just want to get your own scripts from the back office. So please take a look, and I think you can print this off. Does anybody know if you can print this off, this one? No?
Sorry,
Am I frozen?
You can.
I realized that you were on your
Okay.
phone probably, and I should just say yes instead of you nodding my head and giving you a thumbs up.
Sorry, I can't see anybody.
It's all good.
Okay, so that now here's the other thing. This is the workbook that, again, Plexus made just to help us. They have so many things to help us with our business daily. Like, oh my goodness. I mean, yeah, so much stuff. But this is in your back office, and what's nice about it is it explains, and you can print this off, explains everything about send, share, and invite. Okay, I don't know if we're going to get into that right now, but it's part of your IPA. It's about sharing with others, right? Send, share, invite, and maybe we're going to do this another day. I don't know.
If you
But
stay
it
on
also
for the power hour at 9 o'clock, we will explain all about send, share, invite.
Perfect. Okay. But then in here, it has places where you can put all your leads, right? So your sisters, your people you work with, the people that you do recreation with, everybody in your life, right? People that you're in clubs with. So this is where you can put those. And then here is, I hope you guys can see this, your daily income producing activities. So right here, it gives you this really easy, colorful, nice graph here for you to be able to fill out, right? And so it says here, I'll just read it to you. It says, on Monday, did you find 3 people that you asked, right? Did you find 3 people that you sent a video to? Did you share maybe them, did you get them in the True North Health and Happiness, right? That's our third party, where we get third party information, right? Somebody else besides yourself that is loving Plexus, right? And then did you invite them to something? And so for me right now, just a little bit about how I'm working my business, because we have these sip and shares that are happening almost every night of the week. And way to go to Carrie. She was on tonight. She was helping with the virtual sip and share. I have kind of been, it's kind of like everything rolled into one. So I am literally sending messages out to some people I've already talked a little bit about Plexus, and I've invited them to it. And then for some, I'm just like, hey, how are you doing? How's this crazy life going right now? And I'm just like, okay, this is so, totally off topic here, but I know they're all home, and I know that we're all sitting at home in the evenings. What do you think about, it would be pretty fun if maybe you could win something free, and then it piques their, interest, and they're like, what do you mean free? Well, my company is doing a virtual sip and share. and they are giving away free product for coming onto the Zoom. And you know what? It has worked. People have totally are like, yeah. And I make it fun, right? I say it's going to be fun, but no hassle, no worries. You know, it's just a fun event. And I've had some really, really good conversation, and it just, yeah, people are thrilled with it. And I'm getting lots of really good feedback afterwards. So that was sort of a little bit about IPA.
Yeah.
I don't want to take too much time.
That's awesome. They
That's
are
it.
super fun.
That's all.
Those sip and shares are super, super fun, aren't they? Darla and Ken make them a blast. And then the other thing that I love about it is that we get a chance to hear from other ambassadors that maybe we wouldn't normally hear from, and they get to share their stories. And it's all pretty much done for you because they do all the closing and all of those things. And an interesting number is that we've actually had over, well, now it would be probably over, well, almost close to 700 people on there as guests this month. Absolutely incredible across the country. So I don't know, I have just been loving them. I'm going to screen share something really quickly with you guys for all of you who are able to see this. So for the IPA, and this is the post that is actually in Grow, if you guys can see. Somebody give me a heads up, like a thumbs up. Sherry, can you give me a thumbs up if you can see it? Yes. Can you guys see the screen share? Maybe. Can you see it? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. I can only see 4 people,
Yes.
so if those people aren't nodding their heads, then I've got a problem. Let me just make this darker a little bit so you guys can see. So our perfect 10, which is what we're going to be focusing on with this IPA challenge, is going to be focusing on trying to make 2 new friends on social media, 2 new conversations started, 2 new posts on social media, 2 follow-ups, and 2 team touches. And those team touches, so I'm just going to break this down super quick. 2 new friends on social media. If you're just starting out, this can be very, very simple. So if you start going through your suggested friends, there will be a ton of people that you probably haven't friended yet. You could make friends in groups on Facebook, and we're going to go into how to expand your network a little bit more. Maybe you haven't friended all the people that you went to high school with. Maybe you haven't friended all of your kids' friends, or maybe you haven't friended the people from church yet. Start doing that in 2 people a day. If you're looking to start building a business, another really great piece of IPA would be 2 brand new conversations started with the intention of bringing up Plexus. Do they all need to be, hey, I would really love for you to try my product? No, certainly not. They can be something more like, you know, if it is legitimately somebody, and this is always what I say, you guys, and I'm just going to stop the share because I feel like I'm not looking at anybody. This is always what I say. If somebody has popped into your head for whatever reason, that you feel like you need to share Plexus with, why don't you just say that? Why don't you say, hey, you know what? I was actually thinking about you today. I don't know if you've ever heard of Plexus before, but it's something that I've been trying for the last 2 days, 6 months, 5 years, insert your day here. And it has really helped me with A, B, and C. If it has not helped you with A, B, and C, you say, I've been doing this for like 2 days, and my friend introduced me to this, and I'm super new at it, but it's helped her with this, this, and this. And I'm really, really excited because I believe it's going to help me with this, this, and this. I would love the opportunity to share a little bit more with you. Would you be open to that? And that's it, right? It's not salesy, it's not scammy. It's, I was thinking of you. These are the things that this has done. This is what I believe it's going to do. I think that this would be really great for you, or I think you would really love it. Make it about them. Would you be open to hearing more? That can be it. But if this is not somebody that you have talked to for like 7 years, that's totally fair. And you don't need to bring up Plexus with the first conversation. But the idea is to be talking to these people with the intention of bringing up something about your business within the next 14 days. Okay, so it's the idea of, yes, you do need to be building relationships, but we want to especially get people going silver, which means 3 new ambassadors. And can I tell you that if that is something that tonight you're like, hey, you know what, I think I know 3 new people. I think I know 3 people that I could bring on, like Diana did, and she went silver this month. Congratulations, Diana. Do we have any of our other brand new silvers? I'm looking around. I don't think that we do. Okay, congratulations, Diana. I'm so excited for you. I know that this has been on your heart for a long time, and we've had some other new, like we're having a silver explosion. I'm just so excited. And that just simply means that you've shared with 3 people and they have chosen to use your referral link or to sign up the same way as you did, and they're going to commit to taking the products. So we want to help support that. So the other pieces of this, and I'm just going to refer back to what I'm talking about. Hold on just a second. So the 2 new conversations we just talked about, 2 new posts on social. Hey, you know what? What if you guys don't normally post on social media? Do we have anybody in here who doesn't typically post on social media? And it would just be super weird if all of a sudden you started posting like twice a day on Facebook and people would think that you were totally crazy or somebody hacked your account. We don't want people to think that somebody hacked your account. We want people to think that it's you. So what we want you guys to do is we want you to post genuinely about whatever is going on in your day. So maybe you need to talk with your upline as to how it would be best to start a social media method for you. What would be the best plan for you to start being more visible on social media? So those posts can mean Instagram and Facebook, or stories and Instagram, or stories and Facebook, or Instagram stories and Facebook, or pick anything like that. The other thing too is you don't have to do this on social media. This is just a really fantastic platform that is free, and it's really simple because it's just sort of like putting a billboard up about your product. Here's the other thing that we're going to be covering in the weeks to come with this IPA challenge. Oh, by the way, with the IPA challenge, we're going to be giving you guys specific training that's going to help you to grow your business. We're going to try to give you all the tools. And if you are not in the new ambassador, what is it called? It's not community. New Ambassador Academy with Plexus, and you're not a new ambassador, you should go there. If you are a new ambassador and you're not there, you should go there too, because it's really, really great. Because I was watching it today and I learned some stuff, and I've been around for like, I don't know, ever. I think I saw the last dinosaur, but I've been with Plexus for like ever, and I'm still learning stuff. So when you're doing posts on Facebook, I'm not asking you to be like, buy my BioCleanse. It helps, right? Even though you can do those every now and again, and the cheesier the better, because then people will laugh. You could have maybe a nicer water bottle than what I have in the background with your pink drink. And you can be like, I'm so thankful for my energy. And you can have like somebody take a picture if you are not selfie-ish at this point. That's cool. But doing things that is attraction marketing, that's really what we want to encourage you guys to do, because you are such phenomenal people. We're so blessed to have such a brilliant, wonderful, kind, compassionate, loving team that we just want to share more of you and what makes you you, okay? And we want other people to be like, hey, wait a second. Is there something magic that she's doing that makes her so amazing? You can be like, no, girl, I am amazing, but Plexus makes me amazinger. And that can totally be the truth, right? And amazinger is totally a word. So we want to encourage you guys to do attraction marketing. Yes, I tend to use my stories to do stuff on particular products because people do want to hear about the actual products. Instagram is a really great place. Some people feel like it's like this crazy, scary, dark hole thing that you don't know anything about. Here's my new strategy on Instagram. Do something. You don't have to know what you're doing. Just do something. Because sooner or later, you'll actually know something and somebody will see it and it'll be good and you're sharing. So don't wait until you know stuff. I was just talking to somebody else today and she's like, I just wish that I could get organized. And I'm like, she's like, how do you do it? I'm like, I didn't wait till I got organized. I just did it. And that's the best advice that I can give you. Don't wait until you think you know stuff. Just do it and fail forward. And thank goodness for Facebook memories. And I say this often to remind me how bad I was at sharing Plexus at the very beginning. It was bad because it was like, right? And some days I do that too, and it's okay. But it was a lot of that, right? If you don't know how to share, just do it and you'll learn as you go. I'm sure all of us can say you share Plexus better today than you did yesterday or than you did the day before or whatever. And memories on Facebook are just there to keep us humble and remind us where we came from. So the next piece, oh, hold on. My screen went away. 2 follow-ups. Oh, yes. Yes, ma'am.
I was just going to say, and that's why I wasn't really organized
It's all
for
good.
this evening. But this is, if you guys look on my screen, this here is
Yes, the new
Plexus-
ambassador community. Or,
Plexus New Ambassador Academy. So
Mhm.
this is where they can go, and if they go to units, right below there is all about getting started
mhm.
and also about sharing, which is how to find the right tool, how to find your training tools. So yeah, anyways,
So
sorry.
awesome. No, that's so good. And if you have potentials right now that are interested in earning an income with Plexus, there's also a new Plexus work from home group that is all done by corporate. And so you can join that. That is for potentials. That is for you. Everybody smile. Don't pick your nose, because we had somebody do that last night. She was scratching her nose and I took a picture. It was fantastic. I caught it like 2 seconds before I was ready to post it. I was like, oh, she's going to kill me if I post that. Let's not do that. Okay, so then on the perfect 10, maybe you're just starting to share and you don't have anybody to follow up with. If you have nobody to follow up with for the first 2 days, I will give you that. There's grace extended. But after that, you will have people to follow up with. You will want to be touching base back with people that you've talked to before. And so we want you to follow up with 2 people every day. And then the last one is 2 team touches. And this is super important. And I want to let you guys in on a little secret. We really focus on putting good content into our Grow team page. And your leaders and I focus on a theme for the month. And we try to have good value adding content between just like not just Plexus stuff, but it's also regular health and wellness and value adding interesting things. So you want to have your people added into that Grow page when they decide to become ambassadors. We need our ambassadors to go into that page to like or love our posts and to comment on them in order for Facebook to tell your friends who are your ambassadors that it's actually worth it for them to come and see this page. Because not everybody's going to say, oh, I haven't seen Grow pop up for a while. I should really go there and look. We want this to be something that Facebook is like, hey, this is a really valuable tool for people. Look at how many people are commenting and loving posts on here. We want to make sure we're showing more people the information for this group. So that group is a tool, another third-party validation tool for you. Another one of those team touches can be in your IPA accountability chat, which we will be setting up at the end of this week to the weekend-ish as we have people. So this week is like a practice week for IPA. So you guys can kind of start getting your feet wet so that by next week, everybody will have people to follow up with. You guys can keep yourself accountable. But then, I love this. Okay, so depending on how many people that we have involved in the IPA challenge will depend on how many different chats there are. What I really love, another piece that I love about this business, and yes, I know Amy, it's 10 after 9 and she's so good at just like trying to keep me like tickety-boo. And I love that because we all know that I need somebody to make me watch my clock. But what I love about this business is our sidelines. And you guys have such amazing people in this team who want to help support you and love you and run alongside you. And so I want to help you guys to meet and to connect more with more of the people that are on this team. So that's number 1. That's one reason for the IPA chat. Number 2, you're going to do what you were supposed to do if you have to be accountable and if somebody notices, right? If nobody knows that you are trying to work out every day and you don't want to, and so you just choose not to, you don't have anybody being like, hey, sister, you didn't strap on those shoes today. You told me yesterday you were going to, right? These IPA chats are just for that. They are so that you can check in and be like, hey, I got my work done, right? And that was probably one of the biggest things for me in my business is that I would do my IPA so I didn't let my IPA chat down. I would do it. I would go do the reach outs. I'd do the hard things and I also knew that there were other people that were doing those hard things alongside me. So that's really fantastic. There is going to be a point collecting sheet for you as far as doing your IPA. All of those things, your perfect 10. There will be points that you can earn from signing up new ambassadors, for checking in with previous ambassadors, for all those things. But there's also going to be points for doing regular things that we all should be doing, like taking our supplements regularly, every day, like drinking your water every day, like moving your body three times a week. I'm going to say, I think that that's acceptable. 3 times a week, moving your body for at least 20 minutes. Jen says 5. Okay, maybe there will be a bonus for 5. Practicing gratitude 5 times a week. You know, just doing some of these things that are so important that we think are just as important for you to be doing as they are to be reaching out to other people to tell them about your business. Because guess what? If you are drinking your water, taking your supplements regularly, moving your body, going to bed before 11, that one's going to be really hard for me. If you are doing all of these things, it's going to help with health and happiness. Guess what happens when you are healthier and happier? You want to tell more people about how great you feel, and you want them to get on board with all of this too. So all of this, Jimmy Lou's like, Jen, you're killing me. I love it. All of these things are things we desire for you because it will be better for you in the long run, right? Bringing more people onto your team for Plexus is going to help you feel fulfilled because you will be seeing people's lives change. There's nothing like it. Absolutely nothing like being a part, being even a small part of something that's going to change somebody's life. So Jen has just been asked if she would start a Grow workout class. So we're going to get back to that. We're going to let Jen off the hook for right now. Everybody's like, Jen, yes, please, will you? Okay, so I'm going to out Jen right now. Jen does Zumba. Jen does yoga. Like, if you lived in Fillmore, you could come get a punch card when you're not in quarantine, but maybe we should be doing that together. That would be awesome. Anyway, so all these things are part of our IPA challenge. Guys, here's the thing. If you've never done IPA before, ever in your life, if you've never done that, this is for you. If you're not sure you want to build a team with Plexus, this is for you. If you want to build a business, if you want to build another stream of residual income that is the real deal, this is for you. If you've already figured out how to set your IPA into your life, this is for you. If you want to continue on with good habits, this is for you. If you want to plug in with an amazing community that we have here, this is for you. Have you caught this? This is like for everybody. It doesn't matter, right? We're not asking for perfection. We're asking for excellence. And this is what I have really been feeling. And I told our leaders this last night, I swear I'll only be 2 more minutes. I really feel a calling towards excellence in our lives. I feel like we live in this this society of mediocrity, that mediocrity is encouraged, that you are supposed to be tired as a mother, that you are supposed to be exhausted from your family, that you are supposed to, like, I saw a meme something about the other day with COVID where it was like, if you were able to get out of bed today by noon and feed your kids Cheetos for lunch, good for you. And it's like, really? Is that good for me? I'm not so sure it is. So let's like give ourselves grace. And I'm not talking about setting the bar so unattainably high that you can never ever reach it. But what I'm saying is I want to come alongside you guys. I want to link arms with you. I want to run with you towards being the best version of you that you can envision over and over and over again, right? I want you to be your version of excellence. So maybe, because I've done it, popcorn for supper, maybe that's like once a month. It's okay. It happens. But I think that we need more people speaking up and saying, hey, you know what? I strive towards an excellent life because I have a great family and they deserve excellence from me. And you know what? I deserve excellence from them too. So I'm going to start to turn that around from them. And you know what? I want excellence from my business. And maybe excellence from your business is you want to go silver and you want to just keep 3 ambassadors on your team. Maybe that's excellence for you. That's awesome. And we want to help you achieve that. Okay. So we want to say no to mediocrity and we want to like stand shoulder to shoulder with you guys. At a socially acceptable distance until May the 4th. We want to stand shoulder to shoulder with you guys and we want to support you and we want to love on you and we want to uphold each other because this is possible. Living an excellent life, whatever you feel is excellence, is actually possible. Giving yourself grace and not looking at unattainable goals. Okay, there was one more thing I was going to say, and gosh, I don't remember what it was. Sherry, did you see my thought? Janelle, do we have IPA sheets? Yes, the one that I was screen sharing. It's the one that is attached to the post that I made on Monday, which was yesterday. Huh, I should know that because today is Tuesday and we always have team calls on Tuesday. So there's that, and you can honestly just screenshot it on your phone and you can edit it and you can like check them off or you can print it. It's totally up to you. I will have scorecards for the points coming up, and my internet is lagging and I'm really sorry. I will have scorecards coming up within the next couple days. And so I would really encourage you guys, if you have any questions about this, whether or not this is right for you, please talk with your nearest working upline, and we would love to figure out the best fit for IPA and you. Oh, I forgot to say something really important. Every week, we are going to award something special to one ambassador from the collective group of us that are doing this that had the highest number of points for the week. And the week is going to start on Monday and it's going to go till Sunday. And if this all goes well, we're going to start it all over again on June the 1st, because June the 1st is a Monday. So every week there's going to be one winner. And you guys understand, like, even if you drop the ball on 5 days of IPA, because that's all we're asking. We're not asking for 7. We're asking for 5 days of IPA. You can pick the days, totally up to you. If you drop the ball on that, but you drank all your water and you moved your body and you practiced gratefulness and you took your supplements and maybe you signed an ambassador and you had 100 PV subset or 100 PV and you were commission qualified by the 15th and you like all of these things, maybe it washes out, and that's okay, right? We want progress over perfection. So thank you guys so much for joining us for our team call. Oh, one more thing. In order to support you in this IPA challenge, it's like, hey, just kidding. In order to support you in our IPA challenge, we are facilitating IPA Zooms, virtual work hours, 3 times a day at 10, 2, and 9. So it's like the 9 to 5 song by Dolly Parton, but it's working 10, 2, and 9. Yeah, I haven't written any more of the lyrics, and that's all. Jen, we're gonna have to do that. Anyway, so 10, 2, and 9. And it's this number. And every day you will have leaders. And here is the cool part about this, and we're gonna do one right now. The cool part about this is that this afternoon, we had one particular leader who had signed up to be the leader on our Sign Up Genius on our Power Hour, okay? There were people that came on the Power Hour because they were so excited that that leader was leading it. They're like, oh my gosh, this person's gonna be on the Power Hour, I'm gonna be there. And we had people showing up that were just excited to see this person. And I'm like, man, nobody's ever that excited to see me. But hey, I'm really excited that it was this. No, just kidding. Because I'm always there. But that's what I love about this is you guys can ask on that thread that talks about the IPA Zooms. You can be like, who's leading today? Or you can come on to see. So what we're trying to do is have anybody who's interested in leading a Zoom, and all we do, and now I'm going to transition to the IPA Zoom, so you're welcome to leave if you would like to. All we do is go over, oh, my bandwidth. There we go. All we do is go over oh yes, that's Sherry. Yes, love what you're making, Sherry. I was looking at Sherry Grant. I'm like, I don't see anybody. I don't see anything that she's making. Good night, Jen. So all we do for our IPA Zooms, I'm going to stop our recording. So if you are just watching the recording, you have to come to an IPA Zoom to see what we're all about.